Thompson and Commissioner Watson this evening. Welcome to the Near East Area Commission, your official. Despite the name thing, we're still official today. Perfectly fine. But let's read this brief meditation. So as we set on to this moment, we acknowledge the ground beneath us, the Near East side of Columbus, a place shaped by generations of visionaries, builders, and artists, advocates, and everyday neighbors who believe that community is something you care for, not something you take for granted. Today we honor the history that lives in these streets, the voices that came before us, the resilience that carried this community through change, challenge, and renewal. This area has always been more than geography. It has been a home for innovation, culture, faith, and determination. In today's time, when our city is growing, evolving, and asking big questions of us, we pause to remember why we are here. We are stewards of progress. We are listeners before decision makers. We are bridges between past wisdom and future possibility. May this meeting be guided by clarity, compassion, and courage. May we speak with honesty and listen with intention. May our decisions honor both the legacy we inherited and the future we are responsible for shaping. Let us move forward together, grounded in the pride for this community, mindful of its people, and committed to the work of making the Near East Side not only visible, but thriving. So again, I'd like to welcome all of our new commissioners, and let's get this year started. We'll begin by doing a roll call, and as Commissioner Rice's computer gets restarted, I can do it.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. So Commissioner Benson.
Here.
Commissioner Cooper.
Present.
Commissioner Chris.
Here.
Commissioner Edwards.
Here.
Madam Vice Chair Francisco.
Here.
Commissioner Hansford Humphrey. Chair Harris here. Commissioner Katz.
Here.
Commissioner Cleapass would be absent. Treasurer Lowenstein.
Here.
Commissioner Rice.
Here.
Commissioner Thompson.
Presently here.
Commissioner Watson.
Here.
Commissioner Wilbur is on his way, and Commissioner Yukoski. Wonderful. All of you, I guess, are there any community representatives that would like to be acknowledged at this time? I see former Chair Commissioner Kathleen Bailey.
You can drop that part. Bailey, south of Maine.
All right, Kathleen Bailey from south of Maine. Is there anyone else?
Casey Chris, East State Garden Civic Association.
Thank you, Mr. Chris with Eastgate Garden Association. Anyone else? All right. Given that you all received the minutes from the December general body meeting, December planning and zoning, December, January site visits, and there are no January Community Engagement Committee minutes at this time because the meeting has been moved. Given that you all have had time to see these documents and to review them, I would accept the motion to approve them.
Can I offer a couple?
Yes, what?
Commissioner Weingart, community member Weingart, on the
Which document?
the zoning site visit,
Which month? January. Okay.
Yep. He had asked the applicant if they had approached the south of Maine.
Block watch, yeah.
So it says in here, Southside Civic Association, so I just wanted to make that correction.
Oh, it should read, south of Maine.
Yep, and then my last name is CRISP. Under the opinions for.
Oh, I
Yep.
can't change it.
Not, yeah, I got you. Not like Rice Krispie, but Chris, okay. Gotcha. Are there any changes that need to be made, to the documents that have been sent?
You received the corrections that I.
Yes, ma'am, I did make those corrections, so thank you for that. And anyone else? All right, given that there are none, I accept the motion to approve the minutes given these changes that were just made.
So moved, Benson.
Second, Rice.
All those in favor of approving the minutes?
Aye.
All right, it has been approved. Wonderful. Now, we do not have any keynote speakers tonight. We'll begin with, announcements and public comments. Commissioner Wilbur, it's good to see you.
You saw him, Lloyd?
Oh, you're good. Happy New Year to you.
Good to see everybody.
Happy New Year. Merry Christmas.
All right, are there any announcements from commissioners or members of the Community Engagement Committee? I guess I'll start. Yes, State Representative Latina Humphrey, is having a community discussion or house party, that is taking place next Friday at 6 p.m. Here in the Near East Side. This is an opportunity for neighbors and commissioners and whatnot to come together to discuss local issues and to organize to elect leaders who understand and fight for our neighborhoods.
Excuse me, what you said was giving that.
Latina Humphrey, State Representative Latina Humphrey. Yes. This is being hosted by the Franklin County Democratic Party. And so the invitation has been extended to, all of us and to neighbors. There is a flyer, and yes, it says QR code goes here, but the QR code is on the back. So, if you are interested, either myself or Madam Vice Chair can forward the initial email we did receive, but there are flyers that can be taken and distributed. Once you do RSVP, you will get the information as to where it is taking place. So it's got RSVP for details, but I can't tell you it's fairly close. All right, I think that's the only announcement I have. Anyone else who had announcements? No, okay, let's go. Wonderful. Do we have any announcements from Mr. Obaye?
Hey, Dr. Harris, I have one quick announcement. Commissioners and members. You should have received, and I hope the commissioners as well, if not, I will forward it. But we are having an area commission training, regarding the city attorney's office, which is gonna be on Wednesday, the 28th at 6 o'clock. It is gonna be WebEx. And when it's WebEx and it's some of the city department, we record those as well, if you can attend, and like I said, I would put it out too. But again, if your schedule allows 6 o'clock on Wednesday, the city attorney's office is gonna go over sunshine laws, public records, maybe forum, and as well as the property action team that falls under the city attorney's office. So if you're available, that should be in your inbox. If not, I'll be sending it out maybe this evening or maybe tomorrow morning, but hopefully for the time. And that's about it.
Thank you. The new zoning process team, I would say they made a request, but really was a demand that they are allotted 5 minutes on any agenda, to come and speak. Anyone from zoning today? No. So we'll keep moving forward. But just something to be mindful. They will be coming, I guess, sporadically just to provide updates on, that process. Are there any announcements from members of the community that would like to be shared at this time? All right, given that there are none, we'll move on to our standing committee reports. We'll start with planning, where they do have old business in which they need to take care of.
You're gonna have to help me because I'm doing this from memory. We had in our December meeting, we had one property on Fulton. There was no quorum, so we did not take a vote. So what I would like to do tonight is to, entertain a motion from members of the planning committee to approve this property.
So moved, Benson.
Do I hear a second?
Second Lord.
So moved and seconded. All those in favor of approving this application?
Only members of planning. So, all right.
Any opposed? No abstentions.
There's that. You now have new business, in this one. Well, this is for those. You now have new business of 850 Oak and then 290 North Channel.
Right. So these are two significant projects. One is the Fly House. The other one is the Poindexter Village African American Museum. So I think folks will be interested in these two projects.
Wonderful. Does that conclude the report?
Yes, it does.
Awesome. So we'll now move on to zoning. With Commissioner Lawrence.
Okay, so we have one case tonight, it is not 1562, it is 1351 Fulton. So that was an error that delayed us slightly. Saturday morning, we went to, guess what, there was no one there. So, we figured it out, eventually. So, 1351 East Fulton, will the applicant come forward? And this is a pretty simple case. You can probably, if anyone wants to see it, now we also have it up on the screen, right?
Yeah.
So what I'd like you to do is to describe what you're planning to do, and keep in mind there are probably a couple of people here, I'm sure there are a few people here, who know nothing about this, haven't heard about it before, so describe what you're going to do, what you'd like to do, and what variances you need in order to make that possible. And also mention, if you would, any changes you've made to the proposal since you were first here.
Something excellent here. We are trying to build a two-story duplex on a vacant residential lot. So we're trying to get a variance to get a multifamily on a residential lot. There's also a variance to have two spaces, but we're going to do them stacked spaces on the rear of the house. The duplex will have a lower act for 10 years, which means we can't increase the rent. So we're getting subsidized money to actually do that. So it'll be more of a under market housing, but still fair. It's about that simple as I can do it.
Okay, could we see, do we have any
Yep, there's plans.
pictures there? Can
Yep.
you show them, please?
Should be,
Apparently, it should be the other one.
Well, you just,
Oh, I thought you wanted to see.
well, sure, but want to turn that sideways?
No, that's not gonna work.
It'd be tough, like, having that building on its side.
Yeah, no,
I don't think it would.
it would work. I don't think it'd stand up. That's a little bit different.
the intersection is also.
It is Fulton and it's an alleyway, it's not an intersection.
Okay, let's,
I've got it up on the screen.
Well, that's an intersection.
let's have one conversation, please. So there's renderings of the elevations.
Yep, and if you go further down, there's a photo to show you what the property looks like when they're done.
Oh. Okay.
Turn that.
Yeah, turn
Another
that
turn.
one. Yeah, that's gonna take a couple of
It's the
turns.
same company.
Oh, there's a
that
clock
built them, so
light.
it's the same plan.
Okay.
There we go.
There you go.
Same plan, just at a different lot.
Okay, so this one on the left.
Left and right are same plan.
Oh, okay.
Yep,
It's further
different
along.
colors.
Sure, I understand. I don't know if anyone wants to see the site plan, I'm sorry, the floor plans, but It's pretty obvious what they're doing here in terms of internal use. Let's get back to the site plan, please.
Site plan and updated one
Up
should
at
in the
the
top.
top.
Yep,
Let me zoom in. a little
Is
bit.
that it?
yep, there's a new one.
Okay.
The only difference
Made
is
some
the
changes,
parking.
yep.
So talk to us about the parking, what the current plan is. I will say to the whole group, we had more discussion at the Saturday morning site visit meeting about the parking than anything else, because the building itself is pretty typical vanilla building. The applicant was asked by the city, the planner came up with this design. And we're not sure what's going on there, because there's alley access from two sides. And it seemed to us that there could be simply straight-in parking off the alley to the south of the property. So we had a lot of back and forth about, well, what's the best plan to park? Why did the city not want to allow that? So we still don't really have answers to that. Do you have any more information about that tonight?
They just said they wanted to come from east to west in the rear of the alley. So that was all they could really tell me. At first, they wanted it in the middle, but I think they were just a communication error. I don't know if they had the right lot, because when we asked them, if they made the site visit, they said they never saw a sign in the yard. And then we went to put our new sign in the yard, this old sign was in the yard. So we don't know if there was just a mishap with just the addresses, but this is stacked parking in the rear. So we be able to pull in and block someone in. I think we just talked about this, so just kind of trying to show that in the rear.
So what we ended up with was this. Since the applicant was promising to have at least one-to-one parking, it really didn't become an issue for us in supporting the variances. Whether he ends up with that plan or 90-degree parking across the back of the lot, east to west, you could still pave, the rear 18 feet, 20 feet of the lot and have parking facing the property line. Or this way, it's not really, we decided it wasn't that much of a concern for us, which he did. So the site visit meeting, you'll note on the minutes, we supported 6. We're sort of leaving it up to the applicant to work it out with the city, how they're gonna park it.
Now,
Go ahead, yeah.
So I was talking to the applicant before the meeting, and he said that the city was asking for, what was it, they wanted some feedback from Neac.
Yes, that's what they asked in the original last email they sent. So
So maybe we should put,
My feeling is they ought to pave the rear 20 feet of the lot and stripe it whichever way they want to. But I think if you pave all of that, there's the ability to park at least 2 cars, and maybe in a pinch, an extra car could park behind another one if somebody had 2 cars. It would enable there to be that kind of arrangement stacked in the back. So it's like, I think if you end up with the same solution, whether you park them east to west or north to south, if you park the rear 20 feet, because if you park them north to south, you could have 3 spaces, if not 4, straight off the alley at the rear. So I don't care.
The understanding is to just include that in the letter, so
Yeah, I
that they
think
have
it
the
is.
flexibility.
include that in the,
All right, so when we vote on this, I'll suggest some language to add on the recommendation form. That's really all we had. I have a question for
Yes.
you, though, about this 10-year LURA. I have not heard, I work in affordable housing my whole career.
Affordable Housing Trust.
So that's a new program
Yeah.
they must have.
Yeah.
So if you would take a minute
yes,
and explain to us how that's working and what the benefit is to the community of your doing this, and what are you getting from it?
the benefit is to try to keep the rents affordable, not push people out of the community, and have more people that want to be in the community be able to live in the community.
Mhm.
So the LORA Act you can do up to 4% increase a year, but you have to keep the rents below like fair market value. Like some of the rents, when we do the comps around, they're now starting to get pushed to like $2,000 a month.
Right.
So the units right now, we have them like 14 and 17.
I
So
see.
kind of have the mixed income on both sides. So,
Uh-huh.
but it's more to just keep people in the community that can afford to be in the community instead of just bringing people from the outside to push people outside of the community.
And they're giving you some favorable financing
Yes.
based on your making this commitment. It needs to stay in place for 10 years.
Yes.
This is what you're saying.
Market rent, sounds like, or they had a specific.
Below fair market rent. Yep.
So one of the
One of the
units is
60,
having
yep.
a reduced rent, it sounds like.
Is there a specific area median income that they need? or no?
60%.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So I have a question, so.
Yes. Sorry.
Well,
this
could
is-
you hold that?
I'm
Let-
sorry,
You,
forgive
we
me.
want to hear from you, Ms. Bailey, but let's
No, I didn't
follow
mean to
our
say
normal
anything.
protocol. All right, thank
Forgive
you.
me, I'm sorry.
Anyone on the commission wish to ask the applicant any questions at this time or make any comments?
Thank you for sharing.
Anyone?
I guess I would just hope, you know, the more members of the community take advantage of this, more developers in the community take advantage of this, because this is a really nice way to get a mixed income product in
Yeah.
the community, and it obviously works well from a cash perspective, so. That's it.
Oh,
Good. All right. Your turn.
It's
Okay,
turn around.
I've been over there since 1988,
Yes.
so I need to know most of the projects I've seen that have failed. The initial project looked really well, and it was great, and it was giving somebody an affordable place to live. 5 years later, it's like crap.
Yeah.
So how do you manage these properties?
We ever had is always professionally managed. I also have, and I always believe in fixing the properties because it doesn't make any sense to me to fix the properties. You're a
No, I know
landlord.
what you
Yeah.
believe in, but how do you do that?
I have a professional property manager. I've always had professional property management.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't manage anything myself because I am not a great property manager. I need somebody else to take control and tell me what needs to be fixed and what needs to be repaired. So.
And as far as the rent,
Yeah.
I'm not quite understanding how some of this works. Some of it I know is, I think affordable housing, because affordable housing to me is used by, everybody thinks it's something that's different. You might think it's something else, but I think, so, when you say affordable housing, is this the one where you can only, help me here, M&I or whatever? It's not, your rent will be based on,
More value, yeah. So it would go up, yeah.
what again?
It'll be below the fair market value.
Ms.
So-
Bailey, it doesn't sound like they're subsidized, the unit is subsidized as such.
Yeah, I guess that's
It
what
sounds like what he's doing is making a voluntary reduction of the
Yes.
rent on one of the units in exchange for getting a below market interest rate on money from the Affordable Housing Trust.
Okay.
It's a great explanation.
I mean, that's the work I do, so
Yeah.
I'm not, you know, I.
And the rent would be tied to area median income, it'd be 60% of the area median income.
Well, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Okay,
And they could only increase that rent at 4% per year for
Yeah.
10 years.
that's what I'm asking,
Yeah.
okay.
After that 10-year period's up, they could then choose to either refi and do the same program again, or a different program that's affordable, or they could just convert to market.
So
All right,
it buys us temporarily a rent reduction on a unit. This is what it buys.
I'm all for it,
It's not a zoning issue, of course, but there you go. Anyone else, wish to comment? Anyone in the audience wish to comment? If not, we'll entertain a motion to approve.
So moved, Chris.
Second.
First.
Crispin Wilbur,
Yep.
all in favor? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 is unanimous. So, while the chair signs your recommendation form, we'll come back to that. Well, let me just say now, after you get this, you need to send it to your planner,
Yes.
but also copy one of us so that we know you've done that, so the planner isn't coming to us saying, where the heck is this? We want to know if you submit. All right.
Copy file, right?
So the language would be, that, we recommend parking at the back of the lot, the rear 20 feet to accommodate 2 to 4 cars, depending on how it's arranged. Does that sound all right? Does that capture it? I see heads nodding up and down, no one is, saying no.
Affirmative.
Okay, you got it? There
Chair,
you go, all right.
I have a request of the commission, because I didn't want to interfere with the
Yeah.
vote. I would really like it if you, as part of your review of commercial properties, that you do ask how they want to be managed. The reason I say that is
Yeah.
everyone that I've seen that did work, that was the issue. They
Sure.
came in with, I'm being, I'm just telling you, and it came in with a nice, pretty thing, and everybody was all excited because they want people to have a nice, clean, affordable place to live. 5 years later, it's crap. So the management, but I put that on the management piece, not necessarily the ones developing it, but we don't need that. So if you've got a good, strong folks, because I got the address here, because I'm gonna come down there.
Come down here. You call me too.
Meet up, so I'm just saying, I would just like the commission just to ask the question, you don't, and maybe after the vote, so it doesn't look like you're basing the vote on that, but it's very important, and, it just depends on the experience of the developer and stuff, and what they do and how much they're putting it into it, but every last one I've seen go down, it was a maintenance, or lack of, should I say.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Noted. All right, that is the only case we had up tonight for zoning, and,
All right, you're welcome. Thank you, Commissioner Lawson, for zoning.
62, okay.
Well,
I
I'll
was
do.
getting ready to say, I thought the
No, it's wrong.
side hearing was 1351, and I saw.
do you have the right address?
But I didn't make it.
Yeah,
That's what.
I didn't make the side hearing,
I got
so,
a fix on that.
yeah, I didn't make the side hearing, so I thought
Oh,
maybe
where
I.
did I-
Good night.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
it.
I know exactly, hey, I could walk this there from my house.
You can knock every day.
Thank you, sir.
No
All
problem.
right. We'll now move to community
Yeah,
engagement.
I thought something was wrong.
Okay, so, there was no January community engagement meeting due to it falling on New Year's Day. So we will be having our commission retreats, in place of that, and that will take place on the 31st. And then next month, we will have Tiffany Ray from Nationwide Children's coming to speak with us. So she works on the community engagement team, and they work closely with neighborhoods to identify any priorities that need to be highlighted. So she'll be coming to talk to us about that. And that concludes my report.
Wonderful.
Can I say something with Nationwide Children's, because I go to their meetings too, they are fast becoming a serious property owner in our neighborhood.
Yeah, and me and, former Chair Bailey, we both attend those same meetings, and if anyone is interested in going, especially if I can't go, I can definitely share those dates, with you. Just
Good luck to them, since I.
January 28th is the next one. I'll
We
put,
have our WebEx training.
Yeah. Sending virtual.
If you can, we can share notes.
okay,
Why don't you send out an email blast?
The recording is.
there you go.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll feed him, and we'll watch it in Zoom or whatever, WebEx later.
All right, so I'm just inviting you all to the calendar invite. So there you go. If you like to move yourself, you can remove yourself. So I think it falls on like the last Wednesday of each month, and sometimes it's changed due to scheduling issues. All right, moving on. There's no special committee reports at this time. Treasurer's report, Commissioner Lawrence.
Well, there's no news here. It's the same report I gave last month or the month before, which is simply, we haven't spent any money here in quite a while. We have spent $592.27 of our annual allocation. We still have $1,907.73 to spend between now and April. So We've had chats at a couple of the meetings about possible things to spend money on, and I hope that if we are waiting till a retreat to talk about that stuff, that we definitely set aside a little bit of time so we can make a plan of what to spend money on. Otherwise, we're gonna run out of time.
Does that budget include the proposed expenditure for the in January for the retreat?
No, because that's been spent.
Oh, so the mutual we have.
So if we are making a request, as you know, Mr. Obaye explained last time, if we're planning to spend money on food, we have to get that approved. Isn't that correct, Mr. Obaye?
Yes, sir.
If we're spending money on food, so we need to submit that request.
Yeah, I mean, we got it. He sent me a form today.
Okay,
Yeah.
I did not know that, thank you.
So I guess on that, we approved, $400 last, meeting on food. Food in which I think that we will get is just some light, breakfast items, and then the meal will be, Raisin Canes and salad and drinks. Any oppositions or dietary restrictions to where you can't eat chicken or salad? Gluten free. Okay. All right, we can, well, we'll talk offline, so I just make sure we bring accommodation. Salad's good though. Okay. So no peanut, yeah.
So far, everything in peanut oil is not.
Peanut oil is out.
Yeah, you're not eating the chicken.
Well, it depends on if they fry in peanut oil.
Fair enough.
I think it's only one restaurant and that, you know.
Any restaurant do that.
Five, okay.
Yeah.
It's a very popular allergy.
Yeah.
Penn Station, I know it's Penn Station Five Guys. Sure.
Yeah, they fry it.
Yeah.
But I can eat it if it's fried.
Fair enough, good enough.
You need just fruit.
Yes, I appreciate it.
So that will be submitted to Mr. Obaye tonight on recommendation on the chicken and salad and some items to pick up from, Kroger. All right, so I think that ends the treasurer's, now we're ready to go. There's no old business, new business. We will send out an itinerary for what to expect at the retreat, by next Thursday. So far, we have presenters from, the planning and zoning offices that are coming. Just to provide an overview on what planning and zoning means when it comes to commission and so forth, so to be able to gain that knowledge for those that haven't been able to go through those trainings. We'll also have, what's her name? City Councilwoman Ross, who will be joining us as well. Don't know why fear is capturing any of this, but I think I should tell her to stop. And there are a few other guests that we're inviting as well. But the purpose of this retreat is to, one, to plan for this upcoming calendar year and to really to build relationship amongst each other. But then also my goal is to have the calendar set by the end of this retreat. So I want all of my district meetings set by the end of this retreat. I would like for their rough draft of all the speakers and guests that we want to invite me an engagement to be set, as well as people that we want to invite to address the full general body, you know, whatever that might look like. But then also, what are opportunities for us to really to engage our neighbors and so forth, being able to spread the information which we're doing so that it's hitting the most people. So really brainstorming in that regard. But then also we need to begin thinking about transitions of officers and whatnot. And we're understanding those new changes in bylaws since Autumn, her term will be expiring at the end of the year. So we need a new vice chair. And then we'll also need a new chair. And so really starting to look at who might be interested in filling some of these seats, as well as, when it comes to chairing both planning and zoning. One day Roy will decide to say he's no longer doing this, and the whole city knows the breadth of knowledge that Roy has, and so it's important that we are able to really obtain that, and he's able to pass on and begin training someone to be able to take his seat, one day. And the same when it comes to, Commissioner Rice and so forth. And then at the retreat, I will make the final decision as to who will be serving on each committee, since that comes to the responsibility of the chair. And so this opportunity for you to, slide some dollars in my pocket if you want to be on a certain committee. I'm playing. I say that off the record. It's on the record. Shoot. Don't put it in the notes, Bob. But no. But if you do have an interest and so forth of serving on a certain committee, please make that known so that we're able to have committee assignments settled going into February. And then in February, that is when planning, zoning, and CEC will need to elect their new leadership. Or honestly, people will do it after the retreat, is that?
So,
No, because. So February will be the date in which all of you select the new leadership of your respective committees. And so if you have an interest in running for chair in planning, zoning, and community engagement, or vice chair, or secretary, make that known at the retreat so that, the other commissioners and whatnot can have that discussion with you. I think I shook the table last year when I made it known I planned to run for chair. So, that same thing can be done and should be done. Shouldn't be done in privacy.
Do you want to include the technology committee as part of this? Just asking.
Yeah. Oh, in regards to that is ad hoc. So I guess there's leadership of technology committee. So yeah. So we'll also need to figure out who would like to serve on that technology committee as well. So all of this will take place after retreat, and will be really hands-on. Everyone will be talking. We'll also be learning to and really understanding, what is the work that we're supposed to be doing, and how do we do it in the most efficient way possible. Okay, because soon it will be July. Feels like July today.
It's dark and gray and cold.
I don't even.
I said feel that the weather was good. I went outside without a coat for a second, but so yeah, that's what to expect at the retreat. And then if you all have any ideas as well, please let them be known now. Let's let them be known now or through email before we get to the 31st, because we want to really solidify how things are going.
Just to mention it, so folks in the community are also invited to the retreat, and that's January 31st. TBD for location?
No,
Okay.
the location actually is set for, it's at, I thought I put it in the calendar. It's not in the calendar yet, but it's, Dana Dorsey, in fact, has reserved OSU East community room. That is, that we will utilize for the retreat. So you don't have to travel far. The address of that is 181 Taylor Avenue, and it's in, it's in between Tablet Hall and the Emergency Department.
Oh, it's like at the hospital?
Yeah. Oh, come on.
Yeah,
It's right around the corner.
I tried to get friend Ryan, wasn't available. Community Center, Health Community Center is about to be offline for the next 3 months, which I found that out today. So I tried, but
See, we gotta make some couples. Oh, you know, it's next time. Don't worry, we got something else we need to do at Central.
Well,
I can talk to you about the
Well, I could have said so.
we can still talk. Talk, yeah, we can still talk, but for now, we have confirmed that one space, so.
Saturday,
For now.
January 31st, 10
January
a.m.
31st. Okay. And also at that retreat, when it gets to Roy's portion, when it comes to the budget, yes, we need to spend down funds for this calendar year, but then we also need to look ahead as to what we want to budget for going into when that budget renews. So you all haven't sent anything to my email the last 2 months when I've made this request. But make sure those requests are known when we get to that portion of the retreat, okay? If there's nothing else, is there anything else that needs to be said? Anything else that needs to be said? All right, if there's nothing else, I'd like to entertain a motion to adjourn this meeting at 7:17.
Adjourn Wilbur.
Second, Benson.
All right, all those in favor? All right, have a good night, everyone.
Oh.